Hi, I'm Jennifer Branch. Today's Christmas card is a cheery poinsettia, sure to warm everyone's Christmas spirits. Let's paint. I start out by sketching it quickly. This is just an idea of a poinsettia, so I'm not even doing anything but drawing on my many sketches of poinsettias in the past. But please feel free to buy one for inspiration. This is a very, very quick Christmas card. This is very easy to do. This is another one that anyone can do. I'm starting out with Maroon Perylene and I'm just dashing around the painting and I'm leaving lots of holes. The whites in this is what's going to give it, the whites are what's going to give it sparkle. So you want it to have life and action, and yeah, there's going to be some splatter, but I need the whites in the petals. So don't fill in those blanks, leave them. I'm just dashing around, same color, Maroon Perylene, dark, deep, rich red. Leaving lots of holes where there would be a highlight. And if you haven't painted a poinsettia before, please buy one, look at some photos, whatever it takes, because you do want the leaf shape to be accurate. Just moving around the painting. Filling in all those leaf shapes, but outlining all the leaf shapes. So just thinking about it as an outline, like a big, bold brush outline. Now some more darks right around the center of it because I'm going to want that to contrast a bit. And I'm going to be using some white and some yellow. It's kind of a yellowy green in the center, very, very acid green. Now you need some splatter paint just for action and, to make it fun. This is a really good one to do a couple of in a row. So lay out your however many cards. Try to work on more than 6 at once, but up to like 6 cards at once and you can do a whole bunch in a wonderful evening. Playing Christmas music. This is phthalo green with a lot of azo yellow in it. And I'm letting it bleed, hit and miss, kind of move in and out of the different areas. I want it to bleed, but not everywhere. And definitely not into most of my whites in the petals. But if you ever look at poinsettia leaves, they really do have a lot of red tinge in them. So, work with that, use it. So a lot of fun going on, still a very simple, easy painting. Now I've let it dry completely. And I'm going back with my second wash. And I'm using a quinacridone red because I want a very bright pinky red to kind of make everything glow. So before I had the duller maroon, and now I want the bright pinky for the highlights. And I'm laying a little of that over, go over some of the whites because then I get that pink, really bright, happy glow. Now a little bit more of the Maroon Perylene. I'm going to want a lot of darks around the center, as I was saying earlier, because that's the acid green and they're pretty shiny, so some white highlights on there as well. And I'm going to want that to contrast. Do some of the veins and also look at your poinsettia example because, the veins in any leaf, it's characteristic. It's like where a nose is on someone's face. If you don't have the nose vaguely in the right place or the eyes vaguely in the right place, it's not going to look right. So veins change a lot with different plants. And just let your brush dance around. I really hope that you have some Christmas music playing. You have to have fun. And this is such an easy way to get good at doing a lot of paintings quickly, which is how you get to be better at painting, is painting a lot. I don't even know how many paintings I've painted in my lifetime. So more of the phthalo green mixed with some azo yellow. Dashing that color around. And see how that bright green, it just contrasts beautifully with the red. I mean, red-green contrast, appropriate for Christmas, but also appropriate for any painting. It gives it, when you're using contrasting colors like that, it really gives it an energy. And a lot of painting is deciding how much do you want it to contrast? What do you want to contrast? Where? Where do you want it to be maybe a little duller? So a little bit of the acid green in there. Some ultramarine blue, so it ups the contrast. Now here's where I want it to maybe fade a little bit. And also notice how weird it looks when the ultramarine blue was just in one spot, but I put it in another spot and immediately your eye kind of calms down. Oh yeah, that's a color that's in there. It's not just hit right in the middle of the painting. And that's it. Some of the azo yellow, phthalo green mix with a little bit of white gouache. I'm just trying to add some contrast, not a lot of contrast there. So I blot it with the towel and it's a softer effect. Now I'm going to dash in just a few lines for the Maroon Perylene, some of the veins, some of the deep shadows, just dashing around. Doesn't take much. And immediately it looks like there's a lot more detail than there really is. But it's not fussy. Just dash around with that rigor. And this is what it looks like after it's dry. A happy poinsettia to give is a wonderful Christmas card. I hope you enjoyed this card and the 12 Days of Christmas Cards. And for more information, please visit my website, paintingwatercolor.com. Thank you so much for watching, and please have a joyful holiday. Happy painting.